Hey, my name is Scotty, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to draw a face in front view step by step for beginners. Okay, we're going to start with the main outline of the face first. I like to put two dots in the middle of the page where the width is at the eyebrows. So let's put those two dots there. So let's compare with our fingers the width on the reference here I've got on my iPad, the width of his head at the eyebrows, and turn my fingers, and it looks about 3/4 of that height. So that's approximately where the top of the head comes to. Comes out slightly there, comes around to a corner there, down to this point here. Now we've got to find the chin, and one way we can do that is by first finding the hairline here. So if I think about the very top of the head to the eyebrows there, the hairline is just slightly above halfway, so about there. Put a line there for the hairline. Face can be divided into 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. So if I have this section here, I can just put a little dot here for the next length. So measure that length and come down this way, and then come down again. So here then is the chin down the bottom. Now let's continue this line. It's angled this way, and this one's slightly more straight. Bottom jawline here to the chin, and then up this way. Because the ears are where the eyebrows are, here, and the bottom of the ear is where the bottom of the nose is there. Round at the top, and then ear in at the bottom. Now the next section is the neck. So that's the first side of the neck. Make those lines almost parallel. You just angle that down roughly, and then this collar comes down like that. Curves down for the shoulder, and same here, right at that corner. Like that. Just pointy lines like that. So the hairline will come in this corner here like that, and down and then around this point here. Now we've got to put the facial features in. I start by putting the 2 dots on the corners of the eyebrows there. So I've got to do that gap between the eyebrows. And then the nose would come down and be approximately that same width either side. The brow comes here, sort of arches up like that, and then down, following where the hair goes. It goes down there. It goes up a little bit and then down here. And then the bottom of the nose, the side of the nose here. Just this side and this side. So this way we angle up slightly and then down. And see that middle bit of the nose there is quite wide, and then up and then down again. So the eyes between the bottom of the nose and the eyebrows, they go up 2/3. So that's approximately where the corner of the eye is. Come across, put the other corner here, get that distance and go across, and one there. And now draw a curve for that top eyelid. So a curve up this way. Now the pupil, we're going to get that pupil because he's looking right at us. So just doing little segments. I'm not trying to draw the circle in one line. Those pupils bigger. We'll come back and add detail to that to make it look more like the reference. The chin to the nose, they're going up 2/3 again, just like the eye. Just a little bit wider than the nose. And you can see it goes down in the corners here and then up around the top lip. But just only very subtly. And down either side. And then across here. So very expressive lines here, just to show the direction of this very nicely combed hair. He's got little short hairs on the side. And then around the eyes here, the expression he has, let's add some lines here, just a simple line like that. And then around the top of his eyelid here, okay, the same on the other side. His eye does cut across here, so it'll be a little bit closer. And this side's darker, so I'll put more of a line there. So from the side of the nose, we come down. There's that dark shape in there, so outlining those dark shapes in the ears. So lots of little lines underneath the bottom lip, and then wrap around the front. Then we come down to the neck, and there's a little V where the Adam's apple is here. So now let's move on to the watercolor, and I have my round 10 brush. It's a skin tone, and I use burnt sienna. We go across everything except for the eyes. We'll leave some, but then leave a highlight on the nose there. And as we're going across now, I'm going to add some more burnt sienna. So it should get darker now as we go across this way, even across the lips, into the neck. Now the shirt there, I've let that dry so we can add things around it. And I'm using ultramarine for the shirt. Come around the back here. On this side it can be a little bit more paler on this side. Then for the hair, burnt umber, then we add Payne's grey. I'll start at the bottom and down the side here and drag that down so it's lighter. And on this side, a mixture for the eyebrows around here. Now the last colour I want to do before we add more detail is the eyes. So that's cerulean blue, and place that in the eye. I might have to take off water. Yeah, take the water off. Now I've let that dry, and it did dry a little bit dark on this side, so I'm going to add another layer on this side, and I'm going to add some around the eyes, and I might put it down this way and through here, very loose around the bottom there, making it a bit darker. Can make little details there. Ultramarine. Then in that skin tone, let's add a bit of permanent rose. I'm going to add a bit here, tops of the ears, and then on the lips. Now shadows. This is Purple Lake. It's a nice bright warm purple, and that will go over the top here. I'm looking at the bottom here and thinking about the very big, the lighting, the very big shadows. And it comes down around, and this whole eye is almost covered with shadow. A little bit under the nose on either side. Here, right down to the bottom. There's a lot of shadow in there. And on this side, because the light's coming from here, all this side will be in shadow. In there. So some of the areas I put already some warmer colours there. Goes right up into here. Now let that dry and we can add a second layer of the shadows. Here, just to give that depth, that area. Would be a shadow in the end of the eye. Now I'm using my Uniball Signo white pen. See that around there? I can follow the same curve. And then in here we can see lots of those white hairs. So let's add a few of those. And then we've got lines around that shirt. So that's how I sketch a face in front view using ink and watercolor. Hope you enjoy this process, this loose ink impressionistic sketching. If you want the full version with the reference and the template to go with it, there's a whole lot of theory that you can learn from those templates that help you with front view. That'll be over on my paid membership over on Patreon, and there's a great community there where you can post your sketches and ask questions. Otherwise, there's another tutorial right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.